guys, and welcome to Studio Sessions with K Mills. Today I have a very special treat for you guys because we are talking to a living legend, a Houston icon, and I couldn't be more excited to KeKe with the Don himself. So whether you know him from chunking up the deuce or hitting that side, we're talking to none other than Lil KeKe. So stay tuned.
Now look at Slim. Now tell him Slim. Hey. So high. Rub your head up. Keep on rocking in the rocky from left to right. Looking fly, so fly. We just push your roll tight. Alright, that's new. The south side with you is easy to do. Drink not, make it screw. Go shake it, girl. And that's the way you hit them. Move is out the side with your motion in the It's kicking move. Stay in the groove. Keep your hand high and you really can. I'ma lift my head and keep my pride. And that's the whole world to the we roll the
Well, KeKe, I have to say, first of all, thank you for being here. It's such a pleasure to sit with an icon like yourself.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And as a pillar of Houston hip-hop, but hip-hop in general, did you know when you got started that you would make the impact and the waves that you did in the industry?
I would say no, because we didn't go into it head first as a career move. We just kind of started mixtape wise, screw tape wise, just trying to doing a hood thing. And like I say, I told a story where most of my first encounters with Screw was kind of just trying to be really popular in my neighborhood. It wasn't really to know if I was going to make a career out of it or make an impact. It was just I wanted to be popular in my neighborhood, and that drove me to want to be popular on Screw tapes as they were spreading, and then that. So in the beginning, not really too much.
Not too much. But when did you know you were like on to something like this is bigger than just music and the tapes? This is like...
Well, now I did realize early during the Screw tape era that, you know, I had the edge.
Still draped up and tripped up and clouded the top. Straight up, how the H-Town and the funk don't stop. Watch the drums just pop and the front end hot. I'm a swing on these bumpers, I'm a climb. I'm getting right up the shop. I'm leaving paint on the street. We sipping slash like it bears smoking.
Me and Fat Pat was a little edge, a little bit past the, you know, the crowd or whatever you want to call it. But as we started rolling into 3 in the morning, Pimp the Pen around 9-6, I started feeling that I had the city, you know what I'm saying? And then first I had the streets, I had the city, and then I started working towards the state so I could start to feel the impact of that I was making. And I'm always, like I say, even though we didn't start out as thinking this was a career, I'm always been very, very highly confident in what I do, real brash, sassy when I was young. So, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of, like, you've been in the game for decades, how would you express the evolution of the rap game and then your career specifically in hip hop?
Well, for me, my evolution just revolves around keeping up with time and what's going on, whether it's a cassette, it's a CD, it's a stream, it's an NFT, it's a movie. That was my evolution, just always being aware of what's going on. And then, you know, that's the game. If you're a part of it and you understand what's going on, you're going to understand that it's going to change. I don't care if it's getting into the content now. If we're in the content age now, it'll be something else in 4 or 5 years. So for me, I always had the wherewithal to adjust. And just me adjusting has played a big part in my evolution.
I got one question for the whole crowd. Where my hustlers at? Where my hustlers at? Where my hustlers at? Sing it with me one time. Heart of a hustler, mind of a G. There ain't niggas can't fuck with me. Heart of a hustler, mind of a G. There ain't niggas can't fuck with me. Hey, heart of a hustler, mind of a G.
Adaptability is everything in this game. I was going to say, I mean, if you got a chance to speak to yourself, 1997 KeKe, what would you say, knowing what you know, with all the I guess, the wealth of knowledge that you have, just being in the game for so long, learning what you've learned and the experiences that you've had, what would you tell 1997?
To mature faster.
Well,
You know, mature faster, you know, a little bit, take things, when I say that, because you got to wait on maturity and whatever it is, but be a little bit more serious. Take the game a little bit more serious. I probably didn't, my talent was so up and above I didn't always take it as serious as I needed to. So I would definitely tell the younger KeKe to be more mature, try to learn how to communicate better when talking and asking for things and asking for what's owed to you and get so a lot of maturity and a lot of things that I have now. That's probably would be the only thing. I wouldn't kind of change anything because you got to go through the lumps and bumps in order to get here. I tell the people I'd rather be a young fool than an old one. You know what I'm saying? So I would just probably speed up the process that goes into maturity.
Is that we do what we want, like let's go. Pushing full cranks, turning while we crossing the train. Your body got me yearning, and we floss away together. Anytime, any weather, watch the screens on the level. Look up what you want, and whoever you be, you'll be a walking in the second same time, blowing tree. Can you see what I see? Let your soul be free. Illuminati to the body, try to build KeKe. I won't switches for the bitches as I see sideways. Put your body in the flames and your mind in the bed. Your finish your phone, make you scream and shout. Your raps not coat, let the drink the drift out. Let it begin before we begin. With your beautiful skin, it don't stop. Drop the top, put your hands and wheel. You look and you listen, and you listen, you will learn.
I think we could all kind of say that about ourselves, looking at our younger selves. I wish I knew this. I wish I would have done these things. But speaking of a process, how would you define or describe your creative process?
It's a vibe. I don't have notebooks full of raps. You know, now every once in a while I might think of a line I might like and I might jot it down or something I want to put to a hook, but I don't have a archive full of raps or tablets full of raps. I make my music off the vibe based on how I'm feeling. That's how I get my, creative juices going. It may be something that I see, something where I'm at and some type of vibe I'm on. And before I make an album, I kind of make about 6 titles of things that how I'm feeling, and then I narrow them down and I finally pick one that keeps on touching my soul, and then I go into the process of making that album about that particular title.
Okay. I think it's important to note, like I said earlier, that you've been doing music for a very long time. Not new to this, but true to this.
Yes, yes.
How do you think you keep yourself like relevant, being that you've been in the game so long and you carry a lot of weight with your name? Like, what do you think sets you apart, or what do you do to keep up with what's going on, but still being authentic in who you are and how you show up in your music?
One thing is I'm always aligned with what's happening next. Like my series of albums, whether it's Legend, 25 Summers, Can't Rain Forever, New, Legend Hotel, full of youngsters, full of young cats, full of this here. And the main thing is I'm never afraid of improvement. There's always room for improvement. I'm never that too far ahead of the game. So having a great work ethic and always knowing that there's room for improvement and more things I can learn, that keeps me here today. And I surround myself, like my kids, my sons, they work for me, they young. So I try to keep a young energy around me so I can know what's happening. Rap is about where you've been, where you at, and where you're going. And I just practice those 3.
Yeah, well, we know you to be a storyteller, so we know where you've been, where you've been. Absolutely.
It's the night, and I'm jumping in the mix. Rocks up on my wrist, he got haters up. I said, how you like me now, cause I'm real. Coming down, piece of chain, gold shining grill. Got to break hat, where them boys at? It's to break the light down, it's that fat back. Somebody say, what we doing? I got to get paid. I got 25 lighters on my dresser. Yes, sir. One time, nigga, 25 lighters on my dresser. Yes, sir. I got to get paid. Yes, you see in the building. Yes, you see in the building. One time, I did it. Check it out. I'm so cold in the game. Southside players. Get the body set. Coming to this motherfucker. Hey, some niggas can't trip. And some niggas act like they wanna pull up. But they better watch out for that boy PAT. Ask them motherfucking haters, can they handle me? Cause I be so old in the chain, coming down on the swing. Grip wood grain on my shirt and leave a stain.
Speaking of keeping the energy fresh and working with young artists, is there an artist that you may see some of yourself in, whether it's their creativity, their innovation, the way they deliver? Is there any?
A lot of people like to try to compare Sauce Walker's career sort of to how I do it, not in the same that we rap alike or he did this. I was a live wire, trendsetter, started my own waves and all that. So I love, it's not just about him, it's just about the artists here taking control of their own wave, and not being afraid to represent Texas when a lot of people, people do music much different than we do. So you got to have it in your heart, and you got to have, you got to be real strong to stand up and represent it and know that this type of music and the way we do it in our cultures can be accepted anyway if you represent it like that. So all of them, man, you know what I'm saying? Not even just Young, from a Paul Wall to a Songs Walk. I think every artist from a certain era of here, they got some kind of little KeKe in them,
Okay.
I think they all do. I think they all do. You know what I'm saying? In a certain kind of way, you know what I'm saying? Because I come from a time of lingo and lyrics and haircuts and swag and movements and cars and things that this city is really built about and got a big name for. I had a lot to do with building that.
Absolutely. You can't say Houston culture and not pay homage to the KeKes, to the Screwed Up Clique. You can't, there's no way. You know what I'm saying? You guys were really pivotal in being innovative and doing something totally different from everywhere. And it echoes across the world. So shout out to you for that.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
And back to you being in the game for so long. If you had to pick one song that you think represents who you are, or you would let that represent your legacy, what song would that be?
Oh, it'll be I'm a G.
Lord have mercy, mama that raised a real thug. And my daddy cool, but he showed me tough love. 15, I was ass getting grown. By this time, my old man had moved.
Okay, well.
It'll be G till I die, and that's just a story, of from my childhood life kind of mixed with where I'm going. Like I say, the music is about where you been, where you at, and where you going. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of represents a little bit of it. And that's not to say that's my favorite KeKe song. I don't really have a favorite KeKe song, but it represents my career in a unique way.
Okay. Do you have a song or album that you feel like is just underrated?
All of them.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
All of them. You know what I'm saying? There's always room for them to get bigger and do whatever. But I'm very grateful. I'm very I'm peacefully unsatisfied. That means I'm peaceful in what I do, but I'm always unsatisfied. I'm always trying to look to improve what I do. So
you're a go-getter and a trendsetter.
Yeah. I don't have a bunch of complaints about it.
Okay. So I know that you've worked as an independent artist and the majors. Like on the business side, is there something that you would tell younger artists that you've learned that you would like to share with them to keep them from maybe making some mistakes? Or
I guess I would use the one that I've been kind of using right now for most of them because it's the most important. I would just say, man, try to identify what's for you and try to tap in. A lot of time, a lot of artists are interested in who they would want to be for them, what they would want, the people they would want to be praising them, the people they would want liking the pictures, or they would want the follows from, instead of the ones that's already following and liking the pictures and already doing it. Tap into that and show them just as much love as you want to show the people who you want to get it from, and just let the other people tap in when they do. A lot of times, man, we either give up or we're not as socially involved because we don't have the people to support it the way we want to. And for me, I'm the total different. I'm tapped into what's tapped into me. Everything else, I salute it, and I'm very hopeful and hope that they tap in. But for the people that supporting me, buying, streaming, purchasing merch, still liking pictures, still making comments, I'm tapped into those people, and I try to make sure I could put in a great effort to show those people that I care, instead of worrying about, this John and this guy who I will want to tap to like the pictures.
I think that's sound advice for every career.
Yeah.
I think that goes in anything you do, especially as a creator.
Show a house and ride, say we have it no time. That's how we do it before next time. Let's go. Say, hey, you see the slab outside and look good, don't it? Masterpiece, dripped out with the phones on it. Drunk, airtight speakers at the shoulder. Hold it, pop some ride, nigga, get your shit tight. Let me tell you the meaning of coming through. When the seats out, cream and the candy's dark blue. Approaching by the time, knocking those out. 10, 11 slabs in a single fine line. Bouncing, swerving, the rims is glistening. You gotta see the wood, cause the top is missing. I sleep on drink, cause the paper I'm chasing. My roots come from Texas, this manipulation. The bar is tasting.
not doing music, what do you think you would be doing?
Sports, not playing it, coaching it. I'm very deeply involved in sports. That's my second passion.
Okay.
I've won Little League championships. My kids, I would be doing something sport like, whether it be a coach or try to be a GM. I would try to be a professional sports, NFL scout, something like that. Something that I really have a passion for, and that
Okay.
it'll be easy for me to get into.
I have a passion for food, so I can't let you go without knowing top 3 things you like to eat in Houston.
Steak. I'm a steak, so all the top steak houses are my people.
They know you up there,
Yes, from Ruth Chris to Mastro's to Steak 48 to all the way down to to a Waffle House steak.
Okay.
I'm
you don't discriminate, huh?
I'm a steak guy to a home steak, but I do a little cooking. Steak, I would say, what else? I'm a chicken guy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a Creole type of guy, so I love stuff like papados and seasoning, and boiled this or something like that. So I'm into, the Texas things now. I don't get too country.
What's too country then?
All them pig feet, all this. Okay. I ain't in all that. My mom and them like that, but I was like that.
You ain't messing with the chitlins, huh?
No. I'm gonna let all that go. I'm gonna let y'all have it. I ain't saying I ain't never had it, but it's a possibility that I might not have it ever again.
I got you. I feel you. Okay, so speaking of eating, everybody eats B. Tell us about your merch. I know you already got a big following and supporting, like where the people can plug in.
Selfmade713.com. That's selfmade without an E. SLFMADE713.com. And we like Chick-fil-A. What I mean by that, we got all chicken. That means hoodies, T-shirts, hats, caps, CDs, everything that relate to me. So ain't no steaks on there. Ain't no
chicken.
Straight chicken. You know what you're looking for when you come get it. The merchandise game has been good to me. We've been doing it over 12 years. My kids are involved in it, so I really appreciate the support. And Don Key 713 for everything else. Don Key 713. That's Instagram. That's kind of, man. Just Lil KeKe. Type in Lil KeKe.
We know where to find you.
Yeah, you gotta find me. And the album tomorrow.
That's what I was about to say.
Legend Hotel. It's one of It's a great project. Like I say, everything about me is vibes. So, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody dying or, sliding on here.
Right.
It's a great time, and pull you up a shot and have a good time and sit back and lean, drive you a nice car, get you some money, go to the casino. This is a vibe.
Okay. What are you most proud of with Legends Hotel, though?
I'm just proud of me having the consistency that I have to keep on going and steady doing it. Because listen, I don't have to anymore. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't do it again, I'm straight. But my fans give me so much to look forward to. I try to put the same amount of effort into getting it done.
And we got to get that effort right back, okay? So we can't wait to support. And once again, we're so grateful to have you here. Best of luck with everything. I know you don't need it. Blessed and highly favored. And thanks for coming to Studio Sessions with K Mills.
What it is. Yeah.
This portion of the show is called On the Mic, Off the Record. Here, we ask artists to share words of inspiration to motivate others.
I would say the first thing to do, man, would be don't find ways not to believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself first. Before you trying to, that's one of my definitions of self-made. It wasn't that I did everything myself or I didn't have no help. It was the point that I had to believe in myself first, what I would do for myself, the work that I'm going to do. And once I do that, then I can be worried about the extra help that I can get. Whatever. Do something for yourself first. Make it easier for them to do something for you. And that's a part of being self-made, not just the self-made part about you did this or you earned it all on your own. The wherewithal to know that you need to do something for yourself in order to show people the way to support you and give you extra opportunities. Big salute.
Lil KeKe definitely dropped gems on what it meant to be self-made. From aspiring to be the best in his neighborhood to eventually becoming a Houston icon. That's what I call a living legend. Speaking of legend, y'all be sure to support Legend Hotel. And that concludes Studio Sessions with K Mills. I'll see y'all next time.
We taking a toast early tonight. Y'all ready? Yeah. Let's get it, goddamn. Yeah. Thank y'all for coming out. Let me say this first. I wouldn't be shit without you. The fans, the people that work for me, the people that fuck with me. All the all-stars in the building, they all on the album. Everyone. Propane, Slim Thug, Killer Talion, Bun B, everybody on the album. And I waited on them niggas' ass too. They stretched me out. Nah, but I love them, man. That we come through, man. Well, it ain't no city in the world that the legends stick together like us. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bun B, the motherfucking mayor of the city. Yeah! You know what I'm saying? Slim Thug, the boss, Killer Kyle. Shout out to Kiara, Leaf, Jack Freeman, my brother Al D in the building. Bruce, the boss talks, my family in the building, my kids here. Can't rain forever. Shout out to my T-lady, she watching over and we're dropping this shit. Another single on my mama's birthday, April the 12th. I'm loving it. And I just want to tell y'all, thank y'all, man. 30 years running, I've been here. Y'all been with me since I've been a kid, man. Andrea, thank you. All the people that came, that I sent shit out, y'all came, I love you. Aggravated if I miss your name. Veronica, my man, I love y'all for real. I get on y'all nerves, but I love y'all. Superstar, we family. So thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming out to my set. Can't rain forever.